listen, he's going to be flying out of Bombay. He has about 10 minutes outside the terminal before he goes in. And he just wants to talk to you for 10 minutes. And I remember we went there, he asked me 1 or 2 questions. I can't remember what they were. But 7-8 minutes we're standing on the road. So, the first person that I ever pitched to, I think, was Binny Bansal. And I was very intimidated because it's Binny Bansal, right? And he also came from the ecosystem of retail. He understood with Flipkart and all of those things. He really understood that part. And I kept asking my business head, I said, why are we talking to somebody who's just not going to get fashion? Like, we should be talking to people who get fashion. And, he was at the time investing heavily in health and those kind of tech and those kind of areas. And I remember it was such a positive meeting because it was very much like, yeah, you do you, we're here to help.
Yeah.
And we're here if you need us. Pretend we're not there if you don't need us. So I thought that was such a great way of talking.
They said yes. One go mein.
Well, they were very positive. They didn't say yes till then.
Celebrities do have it easy.
And I was like, man, that meeting was great. And suddenly I heard, I don't think he's going to do it. I was like, man, this is so confusing. This is worse than an affair, right? And I said to myself, I said, okay, so how does this work? Do we give it another shot? And I literally had all my numbers on my palm. And I was like rattoing all my numbers. Okay, this, that, EBITDA, gross margin, etc. He didn't ask me a thing. He just asked me, what's your creative process? Where do you see this brand go at the end of 10 years? What's your retail plan? And what's your team like? What's the structure like? And I remember 2-3 months just radio silence, and I said, man, we're screwed. We're never going to be able to raise a penny. And next thing you know, I get a call from somebody from his team, and they said, listen, he's going to be flying out of Bombay. He has about 10 minutes outside the terminal before he goes in. And he just wants to talk to you for 10 minutes. And I remember we went there, he asked me 1 or 2 questions. I can't remember what they were. But 7-8 minutes we're standing on the road.
Love it. I love it. This is so much fun.
Yeah,
people make you also run. It's so nice. Yeah. Founders are making you run. It feels
a celebrity.
Feels good. No, yeah. It feels good. Founders are making her
no,
run. Yeah.
Outside a terminal, and he's like, okay, I gotta go. And this guy is waiting, sir, aapka flight board hone wala hai. And he's like, okay, let's do it. I said, this is what it took? I will do all my meetings outside Terminal 1, before they enter the gate. So that's how it happened.